So also check on how is the sound on stream. So
Yes.
So I'm happy to have you here, Andrés, and thanks for taking the time to join the interview. This is actually my first interview like this, and I'm very excited for it. So if we can start right away. So can you briefly introduce Grizzly.fi and what problems it solves?
Sure. So, like Eugene said, my name is Andrés. I'm from Switzerland here, and about 6 months ago, we started working on our own liquidity mining platform, and it's an interesting story how we got there because we were users of liquidity mining before, so or we still are. So a friend of mine came up to me and was very excited when he found out about liquidity mining. He was like, "Wow, bro! I found out a way to make money with crypto." Because before we just buy, hold, and pray. Well, hopefully it goes up. Hopefully maybe Elon Musk can do some nice tweets, and then we make money. And now he showed me a way how I can actually build an income with my cryptos, because no one likes to sell cryptos. So he showed me taking a loan on our compound and depositing it on PancakeSwap back then. So I did that, and I paid like 4% interest on Aave compound, and I made like 30% interest on stable coins with liquidity mining. So it's like 27 or 26% free money. So I was like, it blew my mind. I was absolutely astonished by this. So I started talking to everyone about liquidity mining. I was like, guys, please, you have to check this out. If you're not doing it, you're missing out on some income, on free money. And the feedback that we received was always, I don't get it. Please, can you show me how it works? Can we do a Zoom call and we can set it up together? So that's how the idea was born, because we saw that platforms like PancakeSwap, for example, they have $15 billion here, 1 billion, there 3 billion, Uniswap 20 billion. Big market, big market. And everyone knows about it, kind of, or a lot of people know about it, but no one can use it because it's too complicated. And we were like, why are these platforms so successful, or why do they have so much money locked, but they don't focus on user experience? Because currently the platforms, they are built by nerds for nerds, and we want to change that. We want to focus on the user first. So Grizzly.fi is a liquidity aggregator. With Grizzly.fi, it's basically like the hub of liquidity mining. It's a platform where you have all the different stablecoin liquidity pools from all the different liquidity mining platforms, like for example PancakeSwap, for example Alpaca Finance. You have different platforms, and we want to make it easy, or we have built a way to have the user invest very easily. So what we want to do is we want to catch people that are doing liquidity mining already, because we have auto compounding functions and very smart tokenomics. And we want to get people from outside that are not yet in liquidity mining, and get them, because it's easy to use. It's finally easy to use. So that's about the story of Grizzly.fi.
Yeah, so today many people have heard of liquidity mining, including me, but I have never used it because I was afraid that the tokens may fall or the market conditions will vary. Also that it's too complex and not easy to use, not for everyone. So
Yes.
Grizzly.fi will be like a hub with best pools from all the platforms, and then users can use the one-click invest feature.
Exactly. Maybe I can show it real quick so that that viewers who have not seen it yet, that they can see it. 1 second, let me quickly share my screen. Do you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So again, when I can come back to Grizzly.fi. So why do we call ourselves Grizzly.fi? It's very interesting, because when we did liquidity mining months ago, Bitcoin was at $60,000. So I was getting flashbacks from 2017, when I also thought, wow, everyone's going to be millionaire in crypto, and then it crashed from 20K to 3,000. So I had like these flashbacks. I was like, oh no, this thing is going to happen again, because people were buying Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, and I knew, ooh, this is dangerous now, dangerous times. So I started selling Bitcoins, started selling Ethereum, and I started buying stablecoins and doing liquidity mining. So that's when I realized, so that when we realized as a team, hey, with this platform, people can make money in the bull market and they can make money in the bear market. So this is why we call ourselves Grizzly.fi. And as you can see here, we have a very playful, funny design. It's the crypto look right now. So we don't take ourselves too seriously, because we are new, we are innovative, we are funny, and we want to display that. So we also tell a story around liquidity mining. So you are the user, the Grizzly, and you see he's a little bit silly, funny looking guy, and he's very interested in the honey here. You can see he's really excited about seeing honey. So you have the bees, they are the smart contract. So we built a smart contract that makes it very easy for people to invest. So what we basically do is all the different steps that you would have to do with liquidity mining, we erase them, and you only have to press one button, boom, and you're in. So that's what the bees do. They are the workers here, like in real life. They make sure that our planet is running. And you have the beehive here, and this is the liquidity pool, basically. So the bees, they come in, take your tokens, they go to work in the hive, they start working there, and honey is flowing out. So as you can see here, let me quickly switch to the next page. This is how it will look like. This is currently under development. We have 20 people that are working on this right now in all around the world. So we have some guys in the US. We have a lot of people in Albania that are working on this, here in Switzerland. So an international team that is working on this. So this is how it will look like. So you will have different hives here. You will see where they are located. This one is PancakeSwap. This one is Alpaca Finance. This one is MDEX, for example. And in the future, so when it goes live, you will only have stablecoin pools of different platforms. Why stablecoin pools? Because there you are sure that you're not making money. And we want to make liquidity mining accessible for everyone. So we don't want people to think impermanent loss and get like bad news when they take money out. They're like, oh, I lost money because of impermanent loss. Here, you can't lose money. So when you want to invest, you click here. This window opens up, and here, this is the very unique thing about Grizzly.fi, which is totally different to all of the other platforms. So here, you just decide what you want to invest. You click here, and only the tokens that you have in your wallet are displayed. So you can, it's not like, oh, I have to search my token. You can deposit any token you want. Here, you can decide how much you want to invest. Here, it says how much money you will make per month and per year, which is quite cool, because before, again, all the problems we had when we were users of liquidity mining ourselves, we solved them. This was the biggest focus of us, to build something that we would actually enjoy using. So you see here how much you're making. This is also on no other platform. And here it's very interesting. So you can decide, how do you want to get paid? Because you said it before, you're not doing farming because you're like, I receive this token or this token or this token, and I'm not sure if this token will go up in value, down in value, if it will do backflips. You know nothing about the token. It's most like those tokens are actually worthless because they're just given out for free to people. So we leave the decision to the user. So if you decide to go for the standard strategy, your tokens, your rewards are reinvested in stablecoins. So you're making stablecoins basically, and you're having a compound effect. So every day you have a little bit more, and then on the long run, you're making more money than just doing it on your own. So with the Grizzly strategy on the other side, you say, hey, I want to get paid in honey tokens. So how does this happen? We generate revenue on other platforms because we are only on top. So people don't invest in Grizzly, they invest through Grizzly. So right through Grizzly. We're just building infrastructure. And the rewards that we generated are used to buy honey on the open market. So you will make more money with this strategy because you will have the tokens that are being bought will be staked. So you will receive interest twice on your investment. And this benefits the whole ecosystem because people are buying tokens. Not people, but the smart contract is constantly buying tokens. So that's basically it. It's very easy to use. Here you see your overview. You see how much money you've invested, how much money you're making per month. You see your average return. Here you can switch. Hey, I want to see different hives. You can harvest here, very easy. And here is the honeypot. This is the staking pool, basically. So this is how this how Grizzly.fi will work, and will also get a lot more people onboarded in liquidity mining.
Yeah, so with stablecoins mining, you can not worry about market conditions because the income will always be stable. Right?
Yes, exactly. And also, which is quite interesting. So I'm sure you guys know who Albert Einstein is. So this smart guy, he went to school here, right around the corner here. I live in Zurich. So in Zurich, he went to school at the ETH. That's like one of the biggest or one of the best schools in the world here. And they are actually doing, the professors there are sometimes doing studies on DeFi. So I was a little bit bored and I was just browsing, looking for articles about DeFi. And then I found an article from a professor. He did a study with a student together, and they found out that people that do liquidity mining with unstable pairs, so maybe Cardano and Ethereum, and because of Ethereum and Cardano's price fluctuation, most people make as much money as they lose. So maybe you invest 1 Ethereum and 1,000 ADA, and Ethereum goes very well and ADA doesn't. So you end up with a lot of ADA and less Ethereum, and this is impermanent loss basically. And the returns that you're making are basically as much as you lose. So with stable coins, you can only win. So you're not going to make 500% per year. Maybe with the honey token you can, but you on stable coins you can't do 500%. You can do maybe 10, 15, 20%. But if you use it in a smart way to diversify, to, let's say, hey, the market is going up, and you take profits and you go into Grizzly, or you do it a little bit smarter and deposit your crypto, take out a loan and do liquidity mining with your loan, then it's free. It's free income basically. It's like you used to say, I don't know if you know the meme, but the free real estate. It's free real estate basically.
Yeah. So there are other features like auto rewards claiming and reinvesting, right? And
yes, exactly.
What other unique features does Grizzly.fi provide?
So again, our philosophy is making something that's complex easy, so that the masses can get in. So all of our features are built so that we make it easier for people to use it. So the first obvious thing is auto compounding. So you don't have to worry and log in every day. Oh, I have to check my rewards, take them, reinvest them. It's doing it for you automatically, and it does it in such a way that it's most effective, because it calculates how many times per day is it best to reinvest. And like this, you will gain maybe on Pancakes, you will make 20%. On Grizzly, you will make 25%, just because of this feature, because it calculates the best way to reinvest. So that's the first thing. In the future, what we want to implement is a feature that you only invest in Grizzly. You don't invest in different pools, but the smart contract decides, okay, where is it best to invest? And this is an additional way to take. I mean, yield farming is like a full-time job. You have to go here, check this platform, check here, check the APYs, get out here, get in there, and we want to eliminate this work and give this work to the smart contract, because technology can do this kind of work way better than we can. And the next feature we will implement in the future is collateralized liquidity mining. So this has never been done anywhere. So I can share it with you because we're already working on it. So in the future, people will be able to deposit Bitcoin, for example, or Ethereum or BNB or whatever you want to deposit. We use your currency, we take out a loan, and we do liquidity mining on the loan. So when let's say you deposit your BTC on Grizzly.fi, and you forget about it, and in 10 years you come back, you still have your Bitcoin, but you also made yield in the process. And this is very interesting, because if Bitcoin goes up, we can take out more loan, higher loan, higher loan. If it goes down, we can pay it back automatically. So we want to build a real ecosystem where people can just invest and forget about it.
Yeah, so again, to recap, Grizzly.fi will be a hub of the best pools from different platforms where users can invest in one click and
Yes.
enjoy auto claiming and other features.
Yes.
Yeah, so right now let's talk about a bit about the token. What are the features, the tokenomics, and how can holders extract benefits and rewards?
Got it. So the token is a mixture of between a farm token, a utility token, and a governance token. So with the token, people can vote on changes that we want to do, because we can do changes. So we in the future, maybe we want to do this feature or this feature, and the users can decide on how we can proceed. So like Uniswap, basically. And additionally, the token will be used to boost the returns. So maybe you will make 20% on stablecoins, you will make another 20% on honey token. So that's how the token will be called. And and what we do is so we use the token on the platform to do buybacks and burning. So the more users the platform has, the more people using the platform, and the more people are investing in the platform and generating money, the more people, the more the honey token will be bought by the smart contract. So in the beginning, we said, hey, maybe we don't want a token, because we can just build a cool platform and that's it. It's okay, we can boost yields, but because we boost yields, we also have to do stuff that makes the token valuable again. So we built in everywhere something happens on the platform, we charge small fees, and they don't go to us, but they go back to buying tokens and giving it back to the users. So we're having the token in the ecosystem, and the tokenomics are very smartly built. So the tokenomics are currently being updated, so we want to do them extra well. So we're in contact with a Swiss blockchain consulting company in Acta, in the Crypto Valley, and we are going over the tokenomics with experts to ensure that the tokenomics are the best that they can be. So I think we're one of the only ones here that have the resources to actually go to pros and let the tokenomics being like verified, because most of the time, also what we did before, you just have to estimate. You have to do, okay, maybe we do it like this. Oh, this platform did it like this. Okay, let's do something like this as well. So we will verify it, and in the near future, we will update you guys on the exact tokenomics.
Yeah, so the token will have a lot of features and auto buyback and auto burn. Also the well-planned tokenomics. So that's cool. It's cool that team takes tokenomics as one of the top priorities.
Yes, it's very important for the long
for the long term
longevity. Yes, a lot. Yes.
So that it can give good service for the years to come, and token will not fall immediately.
Exactly, because with other yield farming platforms, like there are some platforms that did well, but most of the time the platform is cool, but the token is going down in value. Like maybe DinoSwap is a good example. DinoSwap was going very well, people were loving it, and then from one day to the another, it was like because the tokens are just given to people, and it's kind of like a Ponzi scheme. So if too many people sell, then everyone thinks, oh no, everyone is selling, and they sell as well, and then it goes down very fast, because the token doesn't have any value. But with the honey token, every time someone uses the platform, honeys are bought, burned, honeys are bought and given to stakers. And also maybe we can talk about this in the next few moments with the traditional finance. This will also benefit the tokenomics a lot.
Yeah, that's really important. Yeah, so currently in the DeFi space, there are sometimes hacks and exploits happening, and a lot of users are worried about it. So can you tell a bit about the security, and how can you prevent this from happening? And what about the audits?
Yes, 100%. So again, I think that's the main benefit of, or one of the main benefits of Grizzly.fi, because we are a public team. So I'm speaking to you right now. So all the other platforms currently, you don't know who made PancakeSwap, you don't know who made AutoFarm, you don't know any of these founders, and that's also because of a reason. Because right now it's scary to also show your face. Once because of regulation, if you're in a bad country and they say, hey, DeFi is illegal, they can get you in jail. We are here in Switzerland, so we are in a very stable country where regulators are very open for crypto. So here, when you arrive at the airport, you have huge signs of Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin and stuff. Really, it's really crazy. Bitcoin Swiss is a big company here in Switzerland. So people actually, they're very interested in crypto. So that's the first thing. So we have something to lose. We have our face, our identity that we have to, or our identity that is open, and we can lose something. Other platforms, if there is a hack, they go and do another platform. So that's the first thing. That's not enough. So we are working with again with students of the ETH, that's the school, and we have one guy on the team he is a blockchain PhD. So he's currently in the process of getting the PhD in blockchain technology. So he's a security and e-voting expert. His name is Christian Killer. Christian Killer, that's his name. And he is currently doing internal audits. So before we go to a public auditor, we do research ourselves and look that we and make sure that we have no mistakes in the code. And then on top, we have audits already scheduled. So before we even go live, because before any user can invest money, we will have audits by at least 2 companies. The first one will be Hacken.io. They already have our audit on the platform. They announced it that they will have an audit with us. And we are doing a second one, and we're currently evaluating with either Paladin Security or with Certic. So we're currently in talks with both, and we're figuring out with who we want to do the audit. But first we do with Hacken, then change everything that is not okay. That maybe security issues, we change it, and then we do a second audit with another company. And we do this until everything is crystal clear.
Top notch.
Yes.
Yeah, so
yes.
These are the major audit companies in the industry. That's awesome that
yes.
they take care of this.
100%. It's a must-have. I mean, like I said, we want to make this accessible. We don't just want to get in and this would be the opposite. If we do something and people actually lose money, then they will be like, if not even those guys that really want to make it accessible can make sure that we make money, then no one can. So it's our mission to make to build the DeFi space bigger, to grow it, to get more people onboarded. And this is also why we have to really, really focus on security.
Yeah. Now, what about... I'm going to ask a question that may interest the community the most. What are ways of contributing right now before the launch? Maybe there is an airdrop or a bounty or some ambassador program.
Yes. So what we are currently working on is we will do an initial liquidity offering. So people will be able to buy liquidity on the platform. So they will basically buy the token at a very good price, like a under launch price. They will be able to buy the token. Plus, they will be able to receive staking rewards from second one. And in the beginning, the staking rewards will be very, very high. So you will receive a lot of tokens at the beginning. So you will be able to buy the token very cheap, and take the whole run with take on the whole run. Plus, you will be able to receive staking rewards on top of the tokens that you bought. So this will be very cool. Maybe we're thinking of doing an audit, but an airdrop. But 100% we will do an initial liquidity offering so that people can buy tokens before everything goes live.
Yeah, I'm sure many people would want to be involved in this.
100%. So we have Telegram groups. We have a Russian Telegram group, which is going very good right now.
Yeah.
A lot of Russians, they really love the project, so it's really cool. So we have a Russian Telegram. We have like a I'm not sure if you guys are German, but we have a German Telegram group as well, and an English, of course. So in the Telegram groups, everything will be announced. So if you really want to not miss out on the ILO, then join the Telegram group and you get announced there, and then you will know exactly when you can get in.
Yeah, so ILO is something really new to the industry.
Yes.
Yeah, so there was a question from the chat. What price of Honey token do you see after a year of the project for working?
Okay, that's a very hard question,
Yeah.
because I have no idea what will happen. Yesterday we had a meeting with one of the biggest asset managers in crypto in Switzerland. So the Ficas AG, that's the name of the company. You can check it out. And because we are also working with regulators to launch like a licensed liquidity mining fund. Maybe we can go back to this in a moment, so I can explain this in more detail. And this guy said, okay, Bitcoin by the end of the year will be at about 300,000. So he said by December, and he's a real expert. He has like a huge experience here. And I was sitting in the room with, was like, Bitcoin will be at 300,000 by the end of this year. And I was like, whoa, getting sweaty hands. I was like, oh, okay. So if something like this happens, if the whole market pumps as crazy, it's possible that the token can do 100x. If the market goes down, I mean, it's very hard to say, but we will update you with the tokenomics, and you will see. We will also explain the tokenomics, why the token price will go up with the tokenomics. So I personally, because it's something that you start with, I expect some like 10, 20x, but like I said, I can't really say that. It's just for myself. I expect this to happen. So me myself, I'm also going to buy more tokens when they go live. Because when do you have the chance to be in like one of the first ones, And most of the platforms that launch, or most of the projects, you don't know the founders. It's like, wow, hype, just some Elon sperm, cum rocket tokens, some meme coins, baby Shiba, mama Shiba, whatever. It's not often that you can encounter like a real project with a real platform that's trying to change something.
Yeah, so considering all the regulations and stuff, do you think funds from stocks and traditional finance will flow into crypto industry in the coming years?
So that's a good question. So I mean, the thing is now with crypto, when we talk to crypto people and we say, okay, with stable coins, you can do liquidity mining, it's free money, it's all right. People are like, wow, it's cool, it's interesting, I can build a cash flow. But people in the crypto space, they are used to, oh, if I don't do 10x this year, this was a shitty year, and they buy crazy small cap tokens and hope to make 1 million x. And it's when you talk to traditional finance people, like bankers, insurance people, like real investors that invest in real estate, in bonds, in stocks, if you tell them that there is a possibility to make 10%, only 10% per year yield, so not just pumping Tesla stocks and hoping it goes up, but real yield. So everything above 4% yield is you're a god investor if you can do this. And with liquidity mining, you can do 10, 15, 20% on stable coins. So when we talk to other people about this, to real business people, that's also why we had the meeting yesterday, their eyes fall out. They're like, oh, what? Because you can invest and get out in 5 minutes. This is not the state of the art in the traditional world. Here you have to call your banker. Hey man, I want to get money out. Yeah, in 2 days it's on your bank account, and you have to pay like a small penalty when you want to get out too early, And here with DeFi, it's that you get in, out, you don't want to invest, you can invest more, and you get the returns every day. So So in Switzerland, we had this saying like 20, 30 years ago, if you have 1 million Swiss francs, that's like $1 million approximately, then you never have to go to work again. Because 30 years ago, you received interest on your money, so maybe 4 or 5% 30 years ago. I'm not sure how it is in Ukraine with you, but in Switzerland, we have negative interest. So when you have more than 100,000 Swiss francs or $100,000 on your bank account, you have to pay the bank that you can have the money on the bank. It's crazy. And the bank goes to work with the money, they make money, and they also receive money by the customer. It's crazy. And what we are currently building and working with regulators, with the Crypto Valley, with different banks, with asset managers in Liechtenstein, in Zurich, and in Geneva, is we want to launch the first regulated liquidity mining fund. So the vision is that starting next year, people will be able to invest in liquidity mining through their bank accounts. So they have their e-banking, and then they type in our serial number, the ISIN, that's how it's called. They type it in, they see Grizzly.fi, they decide, okay, $100,000, boom, invest, and no MetaMask, no Binance, no nothing, just bank account, And if this is going through, people that are not in crypto, and most people are not in crypto, that we are a small minority that are in crypto, people will notice and they will get in. So we want to open the gates for traditional finance and its institutions to get in on DeFi. And because we are like a hub, like the landing page, where we are not just our platform, we are connected to all the different platforms. We can offer very customizable investment opportunities where people can make 10%, for example. And the thing is that those investors will be treated like normal investors. So they will invest through the smart contract, the same smart contract like you and me. And they will also receive honey tokens, for example, And the thing is, we can't send those guys honey tokens to their bank account. So what we do is we burn them. So it's like with Ethereum. When Ethereum launched the EIP 1559, the emissions were cut in half. So half Ethereums were getting on the market, and you saw what happened. Ethereum doubled, went from 2,000 to 4,000 very quickly. And this is also what will happen to the honey token. So right now, I'm not very worried about what happens to the token in the first few weeks, in the first few months, because I'm looking forward to the launch of the traditional and institution investor side. Once because of marketing, because every time a big company just thinks of crypto, it's going crazy. We saw it with Litecoin and Walmart. Some guy tweeted, "Oh yeah, Walmart will allow Litecoin," and Litecoin 50%. 5 minutes later, oh, it's fake news. Again, down. So people are going crazy about news for traditional finance, and we will open the gates for big banks and asset managers that manage billions of dollars to invest a small amount of their money in liquidity mining, and they will make money. Because if you invest 1 million, for example, in liquidity mining through our gateway, and 1 million for a billionaire is nothing, or for in Switzerland, it's a million is, you're not a millionaire if you have a million, you're a millionaire if you have maybe 3 or 5, because a house in Switzerland costs 1 million. It's very crazy. It's very expensive to live here, and a lot of people have a lot of money on the bank. So if you invest $1 million, you will make about $10,000 per month. So a lot of people have 1 million, but no one earns 10,000 a month. So this will be very crazy, and this will drive the price of the honey token even higher.
Yeah, eventually, in years to come. So that's
Yes.
some real innovation. I mean, if more people from stocks and traditional finance will know about this opportunity, it will drive up the platform crazy.
Exactly. So and it's not something that in a few years. So it's not like Cardano. They say we will do smart contracts, and 5 years later they still don't have smart contracts. We are already working on this, and we know approximately that we will be able to get this finished maybe March next year to July next year. So about in about 6 to 7, 8, 9 months, this feature will be ready. And in the meantime, we have to talk with regulators, with the financial institutions, and and everyone, because before we were like regulators, and now we have to talk with them and work with them together. So it's interesting.
So you have an office in Switzerland, and there are a big team, right?
Yes.
So could you tell about their qualifications and experience? I heard that they come from other business.
Yes. So our team. So we have an office in a city called Winterthur. It's like the sixth biggest city in Switzerland, and we have like a big tower here. We're in the 14th floor, and it's very cool. We just moved into the office. Maybe I can. Have you seen the office already?
Yeah, through some short videos from other.
Got it. All right. Got it. So we are now 6 people in the founders team. So 6 people in the founders team, and the cool thing is that we have worked together on other projects. So it's not like we met each other now. So we are a very well working together team. So we are 6 people. First, that's Leon. Leon has worked for Red Bull and UBS, and he's an app developer basically. So he's a very analytical guy. He can go through huge Excel files and calculate stuff. So he's very analytically thinking. Then we have Elias. He's an entrepreneur since 4 years, and he got big with e-commerce. So he's a marketing expert. So he knows about online marketing, about different strategies and stuff, because this is also what you need in to launch a cool project. Then we have Oliver. You already know him.
Yeah.
So Oliver comes from sales, so that's really great. Oliver is a sales guy, so what he does is he's creating connections with different people like you, Eugene, or also with the Russian community, because he's also Russian. Then we have Grigori. Grigori is he's coming from business development. He studied business development. He has a master's degree, and he's also same like Oliver, so he's working all day long to connect with people, to get the right strategic partners on board. So that's what these 2 guys are why they're on the team. And Roman, our CTO, he's a really crazy guy. He's 27, and he started his first business with like 13. It's really crazy stories. And he has an app developer agency. So he studied IT. He's a developer, and the developer agency. So he has 65 employees in Kosovo. So this is also why we were able to launch Grizzly without doing like crazy fundraising before, because we already had 65 people, 65 developers, designers, and everything already ready. So when we said, okay, let's do this, let's start this together, we could just go take the resources from Roman's company and start working on Grizzly.fi. And these are the 6 people in the core team. Then we have one Solidity developer, Dren, and we have like 20 people in total. Like 14 people are working on this project in Kosovo. So we have 3 front-end developers, we have 2 designers, 1 graphic designer that's doing all the. I mean, the Grizzly looks awesome. So this is because of him, because he drew a very nice Grizzly. So 20 people. Then we have great advisors. We have 1 advisor with 2 advisors actually that are working in crypto PR. So one Mohamed Halawani, that's his name. He's the CEO of Crypto PR. So he's helping us to go on all the booths, all the events, and to get when we launch Grizzly, you will see Grizzly in all the big crypto news pages, because he has the connections to them. Then we are currently working with the Crypto Valley. I'm sure you've heard of the Crypto Valley. Yeah. So that's actually a company in Zug in Switzerland, and we are also being advised by the founder of the Crypto Valley. So again, we've met so many cool people because we are public, because we show our face. We can connect with people, and we don't have to hide ourselves. So we are working with only the best people. And also we have partnerships with Inacta, like I said before, the crypto consulting agency, and we are a registered company in Switzerland at Crypto Valley. So we have all the resources there, all the people there that can help us to launch Grizzly.fi successfully.
Yeah, so the launch is planned 5 to 7 weeks from now, right?
Exactly, exactly. If no major changes happen, because if we need to change on because of the audits, things like that, the timeline can vary. But we, as a team, we said this is our deadline: 5 to 7 weeks. We will go live.
Awesome. So I guess the interview part is over. After hearing all this, I'm sure that Grizzly.fi will become one of the leading liquidity mining platforms out there and will set new standards for its competitors.
I hope so.
Yeah, because it's full of improvements and easy to use and innovations. And I truly believe that the next step for DeFi is to simplify the user experience to make it more accessible to everyone, even those without any prior technical background and experience.
Exactly.
Yeah, so let's now uh, answer some questions from the chat. Uh, would Grizzly launch a debit card?
Ooh, that's a good one. So we actually thought about this. So we have a partner here in Switzerland. They are called Unicrypt. It's not. There are two Unicrypts. One is like the Launchpad, and the other one is a Swiss company. They have a patented wallet solution. So they have a hybrid white label wallet. So this means that we can take their technology, put our logo on it, and then it will look like ours. So we can work together with them to launch a debit card gateway, so that people in the future. So first step is making DeFi accessible for crypto users. That crypto users are like, I have to be in liquidity. If I'm not in liquidity, I'm stupid, you know? So the next step is getting traditional finance institutions, the big money, the big bankers and stuff in liquidity mining. The next step, because there are people that are not in crypto and that are not rich bankers. That's most of the people. So we want to offer a feature that in the future people can invest in liquidity mining like they would buy something in an online shop. Just give credit card, beep, and invest. And maybe through that technology, when we can get in through debit card, we can maybe offer a debit card in the future. What would be really cool that we want to offer in the future is people maybe invest 100,000 or 10,000 and they make maybe, I don't know, $500 per month or $1,000 per month, and that they can spend it with their debit card. This would be really, really cool. But now we're focusing on launching the smallest thing we can.
Of course. So another question. Do you plan to develop your own mobile application?
Yes, 100%, 100%. So that's quite funny now. So I think currently some projects are going the way of mobile, but for the past few years, crypto was only desktop, kind of like you have some Binance apps that work okay, you have Coinbase apps, but DeFi impossible currently. It's currently a big stress to connect your MetaMask on the phone with an app. So since Roman, our CTO with the 65 employees, the developer agents, they are focusing on apps. So the company is called Apper, and if we don't do an app, then I don't know what we're doing wrong, because all the people are doing all day is developing apps. So we will do an app 100%. And on the app in the beginning, you will be able to just track your gains. And in the future, you will also be able to invest through the app.
Awesome. So another question. On what wallets can you hold the tokens?
Okay, so in the beginning, in the first step, we will launch on Binance Smart Chain and Polygon. So the token, we will have some tokens deploying on Polygon and some tokens deploying on Binance. So on Binance Smart Chain. So with any wallet that you have that can access those blockchains, you will be able to hold the tokens.
All right. So what is the realistic API users can expect?
Yes. So the thing is now, okay, you have the base APIs of other platforms on stablecoins. There you will have the base will be approximately 15 to 20% per year. Then you will get honey tokens on top. So the thing is now, okay, if you're in the beginning and the honey token is very cheap and you receive honey tokens on a very stable pair where you know you will not lose money, so you will have your stable coin on the platform, you receive more tokens, and in the future the token will go up in value. So we expect that we can add to the base return of 20% or 15%, we can add maybe another 25%. So on stable coins, you can, instead of making 20%, you can make maybe 45-50%. Then we will have a honey staking contract. This one will be approximately 100% APY. And also I showed you with the Grizzly strategy, where the returns of stable coins are used to buy honey and staking them. There you will also achieve approximately 50-100% APY. But again, not crazy Doge tokens that maybe go to zero, but on stable coins and the honey token that is paired to the platform.
Yeah, cool. So somebody wants to contribute here. So how can you invest in the project early and the start, and do you need any help in development and marketing?
All right, so we will, like I said, have an ILO. So the people that are interested, me as well, I will also invest in the ILO. People can invest in the ILO. There they buy liquidity. So it's honey and BNB LP tokens, and on those LP you will receive additional rewards. So the ILO will be very, very interesting for people that jump in the beginning. And the thing with development, I mean, we are currently expanding the team. So we are hiring new developers. We are looking for new developers to work with together. So you can shoot me a DM and maybe we can do something. Marketing, I think we're doing really well. But development, this is always interesting to have some smart people work on the project.
Of course. Yeah. So on what exchanges can you buy the token at the start and in the future?
So in the beginning, we will be listed on PancakeSwap. Everyone can list their token on PancakeSwap, and we are already in contacts with different exchanges. Our big goal is, because that's also one reason why we launched on Binance Smart Chain, is we want to get on Binance. And we know that if you are on Binance Smart Chain and if you're a successful platform, you will get listed very quickly. And if you are not, then you have to always pay a huge amount of money. You have to pay maybe $1 million for you to get listed. But if people use Binance Smart Chain because of your project, they will list you. So we aim to launch on Binance, and we have some good connections to different smaller exchanges. And we, as soon as the token goes live, we will try to get the token listed on as many exchanges as possible.
Yeah, the Binance is awesome. If you
Yes.
here, you are succeed. So 2 more questions. So can you tell in detail how you plan to hold the token price and the start in the first month, because it's pretty important in the long term? And
yes,
what is ILO, initial liquidity offering, in detail, how it works?
So how will we make sure the price of the token goes up and not down in the beginning? So that's something that we have been thinking a lot, actually. And what's funny is that there is no real right answer, so there is no expert. You cannot go to a school and learn this stuff, so you have to do crazy calculations. So like I said, Leon, the analytics guy, he was calculating in Excel day and night, and we came up with a very smart way to get buy side pressure. So when the token goes live, people in the ILO, I will explain this in more detail after this part. So people that invested, they will get tokens, and those tokens are in the liquidity pool, and people can trade through the liquidity pool, basically. And people will receive tokens because of the farming. So when people do farming or liquidity mining, they receive tokens. Now what happens is we charge fees everywhere, and we take those fees to buy honey on the open market. So we charge no fees at all. So we charge no fees that go to our pocket. We have something, a different way to sustain the project and to sustain the team. So we will not charge fees that go to us, but we will charge fees that go and buy tokens and burn them, and also buy tokens and give it back to the stakers. So no one will lose money because of fees if you are staking the token. So this is a way how we incentivize people to hold the token, because it's more beneficial to hold the token, to stake it, to earn more tokens, than it is to just sell it. Because like I said, if you're in the beginning and not staking, you're missing out on a lot. So this is how we make sure that the token stays the same value. And I will create a YouTube video as soon as we have the tokenomics updated and fixed. So we have some new features that we are currently working on, some numbers that we have to tweak maybe, and in the next maybe 2 or 3 days, those tokenomics will be finished, and I will do a YouTube video on that, how they will look like. And the ILO, it's basically when you do an ICO, you buy the token, and when it goes live, you receive the token. So with the ILO, you don't buy the token, you buy LP tokens. So you buy liquidity provider tokens on a DEX. So what this means is that when you're buying honey tokens with BNB, then your BNB is used your BNB is used, and honey tokens are attached to the BNB, and they are invested in the liquidity pool. So let's say $1 million are raised in the ILO. So $1 million are in the liquidity pool, and the people that are invested there, so it's possibly a part of your money is in the pool, and if someone is trading in the pool, you will receive transaction fees, plus we will mint tokens. So as a reward of you being in the liquidity pool, you will receive more tokens, and the tokens will not be available from day one, because if we have $1 million in tokens at day one that can be sold, this can drive the price down. So the tokens are slowly they are slowly given out to the user, but the user receives rewards every day. So rewards on your token that are locked, you receive rewards, and the rewards you can use and buy something and sell and do whatever you want, or stake them as well to receive even more rewards. And we will not have a long lock period. So between it will be about 6 months, but not like in 6 months all the tokens are released, but slowly until 6 months, and you will have all your tokens plus the rewards that you received all the time. So this is how it will work.
Yeah, so it's great that the team ensures that there will be no pumps and dumps and all kind.
Exactly, because the more money is in the liquidity pool, the less volatility you have. So you will not have like 10x and then down 90%. So with this way of launching the token will go slowly up, because more tokens are being staked, more tokens are being burned, more tokens are being bought back and given to stakers as well. So this is the ecosystem within the platform, and this is it's very interesting, because this ecosystem is on top of you making crazy yields on stablecoins. So this is only like a dessert on top.
Yeah. So another question: buying LP tokens is the same as buying the token. So it means if a user through ILO buys LP, and he could sell on the start, so and dump the price. Is it right?
No, because we lock them. So we lock them and give them out step by step. So step by step, people can take out the liquidity step by step. And meanwhile, because let's say you have $100, every day you receive $1 back until 6 months. And meanwhile, on day one, you receive staking rewards for $100. If you decide to get out every day with $1, you receive always less staking rewards. And this is also why we see that people will leave their money in there, because they receive a lot of staking rewards in the beginning. And with the staking rewards, they can do whatever they want. But the initial liquidity will be kept and will be slowly paid back to the user, or the user decides to just leave it in there. And also external users can get into the liquidity pool. So we need to make sure that the liquidity pool is very big, so that also whales and big people can get in and buy without moving the price too much.
Yeah, so on the start, LP tokens will be locked and slowly released, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so people, weak hands can sell right away.
Exactly. That's important. I mean, we have to help those guys.
Yeah, so that's all the questions for now.
Cool.
And we are live for almost an hour, and I guess we can end. Yeah, so it was a pleasure
Perfect.
talking with you, Andres. And
Was
I'm
a
really
pleasure.
excited for the updates from Grizzly.fi development and launch.
Thank you. Really, thank you for having me. And it's always a pleasure to talk to crypto people. And yeah, we will see each other in the future, I guess.
Of course. So bye. Bye.